Thank you all for being here. Good to see you. And thank you for folks who are streaming in tonight. Shabbat Shalom and welcome. That was your introduction to the Klimmer-Vitscher Nigun, which you're going to hear more of later on in tonight's service, and hopefully we'll all come away humming it, and we hope it uplifts everyone's spirits. This Kabbalat Shabbat service has a special focus on caring for mourners, and so there's going to be some reflections and commentary throughout our service in the next hour. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Judy Bloomfield, and my family and I, we've been longtime members of TVA, and it's my privilege to lead this service while Rabbi Bloom is on sabbatical. So we'll begin welcoming Shabbat with 3 short prayers, and in the spirit of doing nigunim, wordless melodies, I'd like us to start each of these short prayers as a nigun and then with the words. So on page 6, Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam. Page 8, or Zarua. Ay lay la lay la lay la lay, ay la lay la lay la lay la lay, ay la lay 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 la lay la lay, ay la lay la lay la lay la lay. Or Zarua la tzadik, ulei yisrael simcha. Or Zarua la tzadik, ulei yisrael simcha. Page 12, Roman move. Yalanai, 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 yalanai. Romemu Adonai Elohim, levakocho, romelu Adonai Eloheinu, venishtachavu, levakocho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu venishtachavu levakocho. Now it's time to read our Shabbos scribe, Lecha Dodi, page 15. We'll do the first two and the last two verses. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diur echad, v'tishmi'anu elon yuchad, Adonai echad v'shmo echad, l'shem tiferet v'titiva. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha, ki lekor ha'bracha, merosh mikev me'estucha, sof ma'aseh machshaticha. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Yamin u'shmol tifrotzi, v'et Adonai ta'aritzi. Al yad yishmein ha'aretzi, v'nismecha b'nam ila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Please rise and face the entrance. Kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Homi v'shalom aterek wala, gam v'simcha u'tzachola. Tov v'munei amserura, bo michala. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat lekabela. And you may be seated. If there are mourners among us, we welcome you into our service at this point. And you may turn directly to a mourner and offer them these words of comfort. Hamakom yinachem etchem b'toch shebar b'nei Zion v'Yerushalayim. May God comfort you among the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. I wanted to share a brief reflection at this point. There are so many melodies of Lecha Dodi, right? And I chose that one because it takes me back to 1979 on West Pico Boulevard in Los Angeles at the chapel, the small chapel at Congregation Mogen David, where I grew up. And there I was, it was almost exactly this time of year, and it was just before my 14th birthday, and I stood with my mom and my brother and sister, Our father had just passed away. And that was my first experience with this practice in Judaism, where mourners don't enter the service until after the Chadodi. And you know, at the time, as a young girl, it's really a sharp memory. I felt different, I felt separate, I felt a little confused that we weren't, the rabbi had us at the doorway of the chapel and then ushered us in. But you know, I've come to appreciate this very much and to understand it better, this moment in the service. It's an act of care and recognition, I think, of the personal losses of some of the individuals among us who are not necessarily feeling the joy and anticipation of greeting Shabbat. They're feeling their grief. And what do? We welcome them and we offer comfort. We continue on page 19. Mizmor shir le'om ha'shabbat, tov le'odot ha'adonai, u'zamer l'shimcha elyon, u'zamer l'shimcha elyon, le'hagid ba'boker chastecha, ve'emunatcha ba'lelot, alei asor ve'lehin ha'el, alei ha'yon be'chidor, mizmor shir le'yom ha'shabbat, tov le'odot ha'adonai, u'zamer l'shimcha elyon, u'zamer l'shimcha elyon. Middle of page 20, Tzadik Tamar. Tzadik Tamar yifrach, ke'eretz Lebanon yizkeshet Shulim, bebeit Adonai chasrot Eloheinu yafrichu, od yenun b'seva, v'shenim v'rananim yilu le'ayim yashar Adonai zuri v'lo avatabo. Page 21. Adonai malach Yehud lavesh, lavesh Adonai oz hitazar, af tikon tevel ba'al tivot, nachon kisacha, me'az me'olam ata. Nasu neharot Adonai, nasu neharot olam, nasu neharot yam. Mikol mayim, mayim rabim adirim, mishperei yam, adir amarom Adonai, edotecha, nehru me'od, lebeitecha nava, kodesh Adonai, le'orech yamim. Please rise for the Baruch. Yai la 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 la. Continue on page 23. Baruch Adonai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidbaro mariv arabim borei yom v'layla golel or mifnei choshev v'choshev mifnei or umavir yom u'mevin layla Mavdil ben yom v'vein layla, night tzvaot shelo, el chai v'kayam tamid b'chol leinu v'olam v'yed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ariv harabim. Page 24. Mahalat Olam. Ahalat Olam, make Yisrael, Alecha Alecha, Amcha Alecha, Torah u'mitzvot, Tukimu mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Alakei Adonai Eloheinu b'shofeinu, Uvkumeinu v'chasiyach v'chukelecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, Uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki'em chayeinu, ve'orech yameinu, u'lahem negei olam v'layla, negei olam v'layla. Ve'afacha al-asir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael, Ohev amo Yisrael. Page 25, the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. And I have two boys who are going to come up and help me with the Ve'ahavta. Reuben and Asa Goldberg. I'm moving aside. Well, thank you. Page 32. Umalto, Beratzon Kiblu Alechem, Moshe Uvnei Israel Lechadu Shira B'Simcha Rabba V'Yamru Kulam Michamocha Michamocha Balim Adonai Michamocha Nedar B'Kodesh Norah Tehillah Toho Sefelet Norah Tehillah Toho Sefelet Yadlayla 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 Shalom miyad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai Yisrael. Hashkivenu, I'm asking Jeannie, Corin, and Audrey Hoffman to come join me and help lead all of us in singing it as a round. Page 33. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzeitzenu
Ashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom. Ashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom. Ashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom. Ashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom. V'hamidenu malkeinu v'chayim.
Thank you. We got we got lots of singers here tonight. So page 34, Ufros Aleinu. Let's sing this as a nigun first too. Yalai, lai, lai, lalai. Ai, lai, lai, lalai. Ai, lai, lai, lalai. Ai, la, 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 lalai. Ufros aleinu, Sukkot, Sukkot, Shalom Alecha. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Vishamru, page 34. Please rise. Please rise. Vishamru, Lenei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, Lasot et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Berit Olam. When you Israel, Oti Leolam, Oti Leolam, Oti Leolam. Vishamru Bnei Yisrael, et HaShabbat, Lasot et HaShabbat, Ledorotam Berit Olam. Sheshet Yamim Asa Adonai Haaretz Vishamru Bnei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Ubayom Hashini Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash Vishamru Bnei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Ratzi Kaddish, page 35. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei Rabbai, Yamad yifrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chol beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, u'v'yizmar kariv v'yimeru, Amen, Yishmei Rabban mevorach, le'olam le'olam le'omayah, Yivarach, Arik Ramah Vinaseh, Itadar, Vitale, Vitala, Shemei Krishna Rifu, Le'ela, Mikol Birchata V'Shirata, Tushbechata Le'nefemata, Dani Hiran Be'alma, V'Neru, Amen. Silent Amida, now please remain standing, page 37 to 48. That was the Klimavitcher Nigun. And a little bit of background, there was an article in the Times of Israel a couple months ago, and it talked about this new full-length album of Hasidic melodies, the first album of its kind sung by women only. And the group Raza is led by Hannah Raskin, and I wonder if she's a long-lost relative of the Mullen Close. She was born and raised in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and she learned these Hasidic melodies as a young girl tucked in the underworld, literally, at Hasidic gatherings, like underneath the benches at their father's feet. These young girls learn these melodies. So if you'd like to learn more, there are many melodies, but I picked this one, and it's one of the beauties of TBA that you can listen to something and have an idea, round up a bunch of women to sing with you. So how fun was that? All right, we'll continue on page 53 with Kaddish Shalom.
What's the name of the album? Do you know the name of the album?
I don't know the name of the album, but here's this. Google Times of Israel barrier-busting, women-only Hasidic tunes. And you will find the answer to that question. Okay, Kadisha on page 53. Yitgadal v'kadashtem berabban, Yamad yivrach yurtev, Yamlich machutev, V'chayachon v'yamachon v'chayeh d'chol beit Yisrael, V'galav v'zman hari v'imeru, Yehei shema Rama mevorach, V'yalav v'yomaya yivarach, Yivarach v'yishabach v'yitporav v'yitpromah v'yitnaseh, Vitadar vitalev vitalash merikudesha Ve'elam kol birchata v'shirata Tush b'chata v'nechamata damiran ve'amarim eru Titkabal tzvatachon u'ba'otachon D'chol Yisrael kodem Avuon divishmaya ve'imeru Amen Hishlam Aramin Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu V'al Yisrael V'yimeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Rumav, V'yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Yisrael V'yimeru, Amen. At this point, I'd like to call up Joan Rubin, one of our TBA board members, who's going to say a few words about this new group at TBA called Nichum Avelim. And a couple other people are going to join Joan and share their perspectives as well.
I do want to say how soothing for the soul all your singing is. So, I want to say every service, but many services allow for saying the Kaddish, creating space for individual mourners. But what about those mourners, and how do they then need space that dissolves? What do they need after that space sort of dissolves into the rest of life? So, as Judy said, I'm here to introduce our group called Nichum Avelim, so that you know a little bit about what we do. And Nichum Avelim means comforting the mourners. So this group, we have 15 volunteers from our congregation, and they will be extending their hearts out to our congregation members who have lost a family member, usually after Shloshim and in the months following. So the idea is that the Shiva period can be overwhelming with a lot of people around, and our thought is to step in when the rest of the world returns to its regular routines. So when someone reaches out, it'll be with a phone call or a note or a visit, just to provide a steady, consistent presence to let you know that TBA is there for you. Our group began meeting in the fall, and we continue to meet every couple of months. We're still in the pilot process, so please be patient with us. We invite various speakers to deepen our understanding of the grief process and also effective ways to support mourners, and we're gathering resources and ideas to help those in our community as they move through a very delicate time. Right now, we are also putting together a list of volunteers in case we need to form a Shiva minion, so if anyone is interested in being on that list, just let me know. And I do want to let you know that Jill Rosenthal is the co-lead of this group with me, so feel free to contact either one of us if you have any questions about the group in general. Next, I will let you hear perspective from a couple of members from our group, Joel Vasquez.
So, I speak from the mourner's perspective. I speak from the mourner's perspective. My husband Sheldon died last Rosh Hashanah, last fall. So grief is a component of my life, and I've figured out that it has its own trajectory, and I just need to keep moving forward. So it's been a great comfort to me to be with the members of Nechum. What is it? Nechum? Avelim. Their caring and their presence are really important, I have to say, the most important thing. So I think we're very fortunate, and I'm grateful to have this group here at the temple. Thank you, John. Thank you.
And I'm just speaking as one of the volunteer members, and wanted to say one of the reasons that I chose to get involved was because of personal experience of grief years ago. But we have many members here who are transplants from other parts of the country, and their family members are not nearby. And the congregation and our committee hopefully can step in and provide some of that additional support, only for people whose family is far away, but especially for people whose family is far away, and those who are right here. But it's been called to me as an opportunity to give back.
I'm going to ask one of the younger people here tonight. This is a surprise. Do you want to help me do the finish? So page 55. Introduce yourself. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Just tell everybody your name.
I'm Ariel Maslia.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 7th grade. My bar mitzvah is in September.
And he's going to help me lead the Kiddush. So please rise on page 55. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pori hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'yavon u'ratzon niv'anu, zikaron v'aser b'reshit, ki hu yom tevilah v'nikrei kodesh, zeh eretz Zion Mitzrayim, ki banu v'charta, v'tanu kidashta, b'kol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshcha, v'yachdav u'ratzon, v'n'chavtanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mechadesh ha'shabbat. Amen. And now we bless our children. Roberta, you get them back. Mine are far away. So if your children are here, we traditionally put our hands on their heads. If they're not here, my husband Leon and I like to put our hands in the directions of where our kids are at the moment. So it's geographically challenged. We're south and east. And we can always just offer this blessing to each other. Let's start with the girls. Yisimek, Elohim, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. Yisimcha, Elohim, Ephraim, Menashe. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yinecha. Yisad Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May Adonai bless you and keep you. May Adonai protect you and be gracious to you. May Adonai's presence rise towards you and all of us and bring us peace.
Amen.
We are counting the Omer, the 49 days between Passover and Shavuot, and I'd like to call up one of our Nigun singers, Debbie Shapira, to perform this mitzvah for us, this honor. Please turn to page 273. Ilenu
זכרנו זמן לקיים מצוות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו מצוותיו וציוונו על ספירת העומר. היום 30 יום שהם 4 שבועות ו2 ימים לעומר. Today is the 30th day of the Omer.
Now back to page 57 for the Aleinu. Please rise and face the ark. No, you're already. I'll get this down. Aleinu l'shabeach v'adon hakol, ha'seiti l'yotzeh b'reshit, shelo asanu kigoyeh haratzon, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu b'hem, ve'or aleinu k'chol ha'ona, v'alachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, u'lifnei melech malkei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, shehu teshamayim ve'yotzer haaretz, u'moshe v'paro b'shamayim imah, u'shvinatu zo, v'kovim meromim, u'Eloheinu Elon, Emet Malkeinu efes zulato, v'katuv b'torato, v'yadam hayom v'hashelotam, elev v'elecha, ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim, v'hashamayim b'ma'am, v'ha'aretz ve'al ha'aretz me'itad Elod Elod. Ne'emar b'chaya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, vayom hahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. Please be seated. This week, we lovingly recall the memory of our departed relatives and friends whose yahrzeit we observe. David Baum, brother of Amy Tesler. James Kraft, stepfather of Mark Fickus. Elaine Aaron Kranz, mother of Andrea Lamar. Clarice Akrish Fanning, relation to Sally Alien. Hans Garfunkel, father of Muriel Gillick. Biddy Gittomer, mother of Lynn Gittomer. David Harris, father of Abby Klein. Robert Hyman, father of Libby Hertz. Eunice Kelly, mother of Mary Kelly. Howard Levy, father of Sid Levy. Frances Noor Omed, mother of Ori Sasson. Alan Pressman, husband of Hilda Pressman. Arnold Rosenthal, father of Jill Rosenthal. Bernard Schreiber, father of Shell Schreiber. Bernard Sensor, father of Karen Sensor. Charles Silverstein, relation of Paul Silverstein. And Sita Wittenberg, mother of Amy Wittenberg. If you choose to do so, please rise now for the Mourner's Kaddish on page 61. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah. V'yamad yivrach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh. V'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayeh t'chol beit Yisrael. V'agala v'yizman kariv v'yivru amen. V'yeh shmei Rabbah mevorach v'yolam amen amen. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'tromah v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitamal shmei kudusha v'yirchu. Ve'elam v'yimkol v'yirchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechimata da'miran v'yamav v'yivru amen. Yehei shlama rababim shemayim. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yivru amen. Oseh shalom v'bimav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yivru amen. And together we say Zichronam livracha. May the memories of all the people you have come to say Kaddish for be a blessing to you always. Amen. There are a few announcements. I have to speed up because we have to get going. But important announcements. Childcare is available during Shabbat services only. This is really important because of a recent incident. Please be sure your children are supervised at all times. We have TBA's annual meeting Sunday at 10 a.m. on Zoom. And Morning Minyan is on Monday and Thursday in the week ahead. Tuesday is the last day of Beit Sefer with the year-end barbecue. Kita Zion graduation is coming up on Friday, May 12th. There's going to be a blood drive on Tuesday, May 16th. That begins at 10 a.m. in the social hall. Men's Club Poker, WTBA Girls Night Out on May 18th. On May 19th, which is my birthday, Kabbalat Shabbat and family Shabbat dinner. And Erev Shavuot service and sticker awards, which reminds me, that's on Thursday, May 25th. But there are kids here. Make sure you come up to me afterwards so I make sure that you get your sticker for coming tonight. I have strict instructions, so thank you. We welcome all of you who may be here for the first time or second time. Do we have any new people here? I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces, which is lovely. Well, thank you all for being here. We'll conclude our service with one more melody for you. I'm going to ask Jeannie and Audrey to come back up. We have an arrangement by Craig Kaufman from down in Los Angeles, again, back to my roots. It's a beautiful arrangement of Beyado, which is the final line of Adon Olam. And it reminds us that life is fragile and mysterious, and we are in God's hands, Beyado, and holding each other through all of life's joys and challenges here in our TBA community.
What page? We didn't hear it.
It's not, this is just a parting gift. It's,
Okay.
But wait, I don't know this.
Oh, we
We're
don't
not
know
saying
that
Adon
one.
Olam. Be'ado af kidruchi, be'etishon be'ayira, ve'imruchi gebiati, Adonai li ve'loira, ve'imruchi gebiati, Adonai li ve'loira. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Who did I ask who's going to come up and help me do the motzi before we all go home? Do you kids want to come up?
These guys?
Motzi? Come on. Okay, don't all jump up at once, please, or I'll come back. Oh, good. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hang on, you are going to get mine. Here we go. All right, nice. Adonai, Elohim,